Hello everybody and welcome back to SkySaga Alpha 6. It is time for another tutorial Tuesday, and today we are going to be talking about archery targets. So I've got two of them set up in front of me, and if I pull out my bow, you can see that if I shoot the actual targets in the middle here, you actually get this nice disconnect where you can see that the targets have been hit, and then if I wait just a second, the targets will actually spring back to life, and then we can shoot them again. This does of course take just a few seconds, so it's best if you build a few of these in an area if you want to keep shooting your targets and get some good practice going. So the way you build these things is you're going to need some stone blocks. You're going to need at least 10. You also want a couple of cornice pieces, whatever cornice piece you think looks the best, and then you want a block that spreads out when it's placed down. So this is stuff like snow and sand and thatch and those type of things. Personally, I prefer the snow and the sand because there are nice colors in the sand, and the snow, as you can see, gives the most spread on a target, which means it's very, very easy to see when the target is ready to be shot and when it's not ready to be shot. So if I come up here and have a look at these things, you can see these things are pretty simple to build, but I'll go ahead and build one for you anyway. So all you need to do to build one of these things is when I place down a stem of some height. So this one is a 2 high stem, this one is a 3 high stem. Of course you can build these right on the ground or way up high, it doesn't matter, it is perfectly up to you. But what I'm going to do a 2 high stem, and then all I want to do is I want to go up and make a T-piece like this, so go 3 across, 1 up, and then come all the way back with that, and then close off the circle, and now we've got our nice target. Now all I need to do now is place my block that spreads out when placed into the middle there, and as you can see, it sits there quite perfectly. To finish this thing off, all we need to do is come around to the sides here, place down the cornice pieces like so, and it is done. And then all you need to do is stand back and shoot it. So the way this works is that a block like the sand and the snow spreads out when it's placed down, but when it gets hit by something like an arrow, it changes over to the broken block texture. The snow and the sand are the easiest ways to see this. But then, as all blocks do, it will actually repair itself in a short amount of time, meaning that you've got your targets back and you can keep going and keep practicing your archery. Obviously, I've got these groups quite close together, and you really shouldn't do that if you're actually going for archery practice. What you really should be doing is spreading them out, maybe even putting a few on some floating islands, makes it really, really hard to hit targets. And then a little bit of time spent hitting these things, and you will be a hell of a lot better with the bow. Anyway, that is it for me for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you next week.